out, but hey ho, we shall continue with our series of Broken Sword, in style, as it were. So, it's time to go to Lochmarne in Ireland. Pre-warning, incoming eargasms.
I passed the castle on the way into Lochmarne, the castle where Peagram's excavation was located.
So, welcome to Ireland. So, we're outside in McDevitt's Food Lounge. So there's a pub. Oh, who's this little boy?
The lad was doing his best to express his adolescent aggression. His effort was somewhat diminished by the fringe of milk on his lightly feathered upper lip.
So not that much of a problem.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
George Stobart, that's who I am.
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of the picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled.
Okay.
The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood.
Bit exaggeration here.
Me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin every day, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's
Something
why I
tells
run
me
away.
he's...
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful.
Yeah.
Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No,
What are you covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
I think we should ask more about this castle.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Lochmarne.
Usually ghosts end up being some sort of weird, superstitious, how you say, bollocks.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about.
Oh,
I
marshmallows,
just
everyone.
touched the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worse. It was coming from inside the castle.
Chewing gum, ladies and gents. I'm getting one out. I do apologise. So, there's a mysterious noise in the castle. Oh dear. Dearie, dearie, dear. Okay then, let's ask more about this.
Did you find out
Ghost.
what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Right. Let's ask more about the ghost
you get
that he
to
seems to be
see the
so
ghost?
clueless about.
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and
Ooh.
tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears the
Ooh.
spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I'm
Clodonk.
sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
For a
Have you
child.
seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarne, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. Did this clown see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound normal for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
No, don't believe
Can you
that.
describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find him?
Didn't take
No, I
him
can't
long.
because he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Nearly as helpful as Todrick, ladies and
Do you know what
gents.
Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for
Not
buried
as annoying as
treasure,
Todrick.
jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Yeah, he's an archaeologist.
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a
Well,
slimy
let's ask him if he's seen
character.
Khan.
No, I never seed him.
See you later, kid.
Okay,
He's
mister.
clearly not going to be able to answer any of those questions. So let's go inside the pub and see if we can get any actual answers from people. Oh my goodness, look at, right. So, obviously there's a lot of people here you need to talk to. So let's start with the guy playing the
He
fiddle?
wasn't listening.
Or violin even. Not fiddle.
Hello
Oh,
there.
Okay,
my
so
name's
let's talk
George
to these
Stillborn.
two gents.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarne.
Oh no, I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
Why, most certainly not. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit.
Oh,
Their
somebody who knows
financial
information.
empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh yes, they were arrested, and many were burnt at the stake.
Yes, they
They
did.
bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
Oh, there are
What can you
scientists.
tell me about the castle,
like
Mr.
Warren
O'Brien?
Viddick.
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
How can I get into the castle?
But those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr.
Right, let's
Stowbar.
ask him about
But I dare
the
say
castle.
you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now there's a bone of
Let's
contention
ask him
and
about the
controversy.
stand.
It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological
tripod.
persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Ooh.
Is he dead?
Not that, but he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Do you know where Pegram is gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? Guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmarne. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have
Let's
been
ask him about the
taken.
gym.
A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
Oh
The
no.
answer is no. Do not say yes. If you say yes, he will not give you any
Why
information
has Pegram's
whatsoever.
departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary is what you call a would-be sophisticated.
Okay.
The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Do you recognize the man in this photo?
Oh
I've
dear,
never
it's
seen him
classic.
before.
Let's ask him about Khan.
Goodbye for now.
Right. Let's ask the next person.
Hi, my
Now
name is
this guy
Stobart,
looks
George
like
Stobart.
he likes a drink.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Oh,
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job.
so why make
what
all
he
that
needed was
show
shovels
for nothing,
and
eh?
a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Ooh.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
Is the science of archaeology part. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien.
Yes,
I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads
Yep.
and beakers.
pretty much.
Fast food cartons and flavoured condoms, more likely.
Doubt it, because they would probably disintegrate
Did
by the
anyone from the
time
village work
that
at
they
Pegram's
get
dig?
found, because
I
they're
tried it
latex and
myself,
plastic.
but that high and mighty history
Yeah,
man
I
called
went
me
there.
incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He does joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
That's right, Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the
Yes,
castle.
yes.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels and away they went.
I missed all the excitement.
What excitement.
recognize the man in this photograph?
It's a handsome mug on that fella, to be sure.
Let's ask him
Is
about
he a film
Khan.
star?
Bye for now.
No. Worse than that. He's a killer. Right, no, he's not going to answer me. This guy over here, what you need to do, there's a couple of things, a couple of items that you need to pick up. That'll be important for later. Before I speak to these two, he won't tell you anything because he's blind drunk. So what you need to do is pick up this beer mat over here, because you'll need that later stage. Trust me,
It was a
it'll make things
beer-stained
much
piece
easier
of toweling.
in the long run. So just nab that off that table like that. So, and you've got to wait until this guy coughs, and then he's going to put like this little silver thing, wire, on the table. When he does, take it.
Hi there, old timer.
Actually, I think you need to speak to him first before he
Nasty
does
cold
it.
you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
He's not going to. He's not going to be much.
Is there
He's
such
not
a
going to be
thing
much
as a
help
cold
though.
which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig.
What did he
Anyway,
say?
This is no ordinary cold. It's the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
Bloody hell.
I've seen what it can do.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko.
Why sit in the
Lochmarne
pub then?
Castle is haunted.
Yes.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it?
Oh God.
No, I don't know him.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was
Okay,
horrible.
and the
A
ghost.
wee stunted beast. Long beak. Straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk. In Lochmarne. That'll be the
Sounds
day.
like a heron to me.
No. That was a ghost, to be sure.
I'll see you.
Okay. He's clearly not going to give you any answers. Has he got that wire thing? Oh yeah. See, look, now he's got the wire. Ah, yes. I knew eventually it would turn up. You do need that wire. Nab it off him. Come on. Cough. Cough. Come on. Cough. Do I have to do a little dance? Dee lee 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 dee dee dee. Irish music. Do a little Irish dance. No.
My name's George.
Yes.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Right, I suppose we better talk to this man while we're waiting for him to...
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really...
Oh, now he
couldn't tell
bloody
you.
coughs.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall and broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be.
Ah.
I'm on tablets for
Look
my
at his
nerves.
face.
More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Yes, you did. Don't deny it.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
No, it's like me. Alright, let's ask him about Khan.
See you later.
Okay. Okay, right, we can nab this thing off him. Come on, put it on the table, put it on the table. Oh, come on. I just want the wire.
Hello again.
I'm the wire
What?
and I'm hungry.
What's that you're making?
It's a
Actually, let's
necklace,
ask him
me bucko.
about the wire
Oh,
and see
sure.
if that does
Made out of
anything.
steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
God, he's... My God, he sounds like a Disney villain.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think
It's
so.
Ursula.
It was the kid.
She's
Why?
come back.
What?
Look, even
He
look,
was up
she,
on the wall
look,
last
he,
Tuesday
she,
night.
he, she.
He
Poor
thought
unfortunate
you were the Phantom of
souls.
Lochmarne.
Oh.
I'll see you later.
Ooh.
As soon as the old guy looked away,
You see, look, look. Oh, look, quickly, take it, take it, take it, take it. It's on the table, it's on the table, it's on the table. Yes. Oh yeah. Right, so let's go back and ask. Oh no, no, let's not.
excuse
Let's
me, Mr. O'Brien.
Hello there. What now?
should really talk to the barman really.
Do you know Sean
But
Fitzgerald?
I'll talk to
Yes,
this
I
guy,
do.
see if he knows
What do you
anything
want
else.
with him?
I want to talk to him about working at the dig.
I can't imagine
You've got more
anyone
to say.
employing
Oh,
Sean
right, yes.
Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Goodbye for now.
But he was
Top of the
undoubtedly
morning
at that
to ya.
gig, so.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Right, so
Do
let's
you want
see what the
something?
barman
Or you
thinks.
just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
No, thank you. I don't plan to stay too long.
Who does? Most folk take one look at Lochmarne and jump back on the bus.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No, you're the first today.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Look, I gotta be going.
Right. Bollocks. That, ladies and gentlemen, was my mouse falling down. Standard.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Okay, right, let's question Sean Fitzgerald, because he clearly was on the
Suppose this
dig.
wire
So
is
let's
How should I
ask
know?
him where the drugs are. Where are the
See you later.
drugs? Bloody hell. Right, let's go and ask the little squirm from outside.
Hey,
see what he
McGuire.
knows.
What?
Do you know anything about Peagram's
Because you've got
dig?
new evidence, you
He
know, you
wouldn't
never
let
know, you've
me
got to talk
anywhere
to
near
everyone.
it.
You know what this
I
game's
offered to
like.
help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole
Oh,
anyhow.
see? Knew it.
Did anyone from the village work at the dig?
Pegram bought some students and bums with him. He reckoned no one in
Right.
Lochmarne would
Ooh,
know what to
more
look for.
information.
The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald says he's never been anywhere near the dig.
He's having you on, mister.
See you later, kid.
Okay, miss.
Right. Mr. Fitzgerald. We're going to get it big time.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
We knew it was him all along, little rotter.
McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Pegram.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
need
yes,
to
yes.
talk to
Right,
Professor
right.
Pegram.
This is how it's going to go down, bitches.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefits at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give
A
this package
package.
to a guy called
Hopefully
Mark.
not in his trousers.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a
Ooh.
peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've
No,
been patient
thanks.
with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet.
Let's have a look.
Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed
think-
Marquet,
I
I'd
think
be dead.
I think the innuendos is just. Oh, we've heard that name before.
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you?
Jacques
I don't know who to trust
Marquet.
anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarne gem.
Oh,
Hey, I just seen a big red.
oh, what was
Get
that?
out of here, McGuire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy makers.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, nice.
I was telling the truth about the fixie, mister.
Right, let's
Okay, calm down.
let's go out
Now
and
tell me
see
what
what the
happened.
hell's going on.
I was standing here,
Ooh,
minding me own business.
that seems to have
and
come
I saw
off.
this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I.
I'm feeling a
And I
flashback
going
coming
over
on.
to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Which means it's
I tugged
calm.
at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside. I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
Right, what you're going to be asked to do now is to fix his washing machine. And if
Excuse
you've got
me.
your wire,
Yes,
and
sir?
if you've got your beer mat,
May I have another beer, please?
and,
Certainly, sir.
one of those
Same
items
again?
is going to be useful.
Yeah, please.
It's the
How
wire,
is this
as you
stuff
probably
made?
guessed. The beer mat's
That's
not important
the
until
secret of the
later
master
on.
brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honoured fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilising the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven. I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I could fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working. It's not my dear, is it?
Look, I gotta...
Right,
I couldn't see anything...
so time to fix it. Oh no, don't touch it. You mustn't touch it, otherwise I'll have a go at you. Oh, I've made a stupid mistake. Right, I open this up. See this little thing here? Do you remember this little card here? It's a mechanic card, yeah.
Excuse me.
Nicked off from
Yes, sir?
Merlin,
It
aka
just
Calm.
so happens
Show it
I'm
to
an
the
electrician.
barman.
Check out my credentials.
Well, now, isn't that marvellous? Here's a house bedevilled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer. And when you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
He was just standing there.
I
Right,
used
simple
all
as
my
take the
knowledge
plug
of
out,
electrical
put the
engineering
new
to
wire
assemble
in.
the plug.
It's really dangerous, you would never do this in real life, but put the new wire in and watch all hell loose.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire. I knew it was dangerous,
You just put it in and
but
put
I
it
was
back out again.
desperate enough to disregard
So,
everything I knew
not a
about
lot
standard
of
safety
expertise when it
precautions.
comes to this.
Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half pint to that man, on the house. Now, could you take a look at the beer pumps?
Well, I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
Just so you know, there isn't a flashlight. So, do you remember this little tool? Use it. Oh no. No, that's not the answer. I'm such an
I
idiot.
pushed the lever and heard the grating.
You got to scramble around. Right, here we go. That's the one you want. You wanna... Oh, there's a rat. Right, yeah. Now, basically, you could go back up and then open the door
I
up.
looked down on a stone.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man
It's
was
Khan.
involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round. I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
Now I could see. I spotted Mr. Leary's flashlight easily.
Right.
Then I noticed a
Cue
flash
to
of
go
light.
look in this cellar.
Something sparkling beneath
Just
the
so you
open
know,
trap
ladies
door.
and gents.
It was Peagram's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. I guess I was already under its spell.
It's the gem.
Did you find it? Whatever you was looking
Achievement
for.
unlocked.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari.
Okay.
Hi, do you speak
Right.
English?
Well, no. What
Destination?
Have I was saying? No. An implication of cognizance shrouded
Castle.
in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice. What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. But if these old stones could only speak, what stories they tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh no, But he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
You could report the
Oh,
matter to
God.
the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle
A
between them.
relief.
In a question of superior acceleration, I'd put me money on the Ferrari.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to
Yes.
climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvelous. I think I should start me inquiries in the...
Oh dear.
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
At which point
A stack of hay
we're going to be there.
short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach.
Yes.
What I needed
Well,
was a slice or two
we knew
of
somebody
Alice's
was going to climb
Wonderland.
it. It's obviously going to be George Stewart.
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm...
Yes.
It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a stack.
Or the crowbar.
I tugged at the lifting key and found it was held quite securely.
Oh, lifting key, whatever. Let's go. Aha, this is a very famous goat. Whenever people play this game, they always reference this goat because of one thing and one thing only, and you'll see right now what that thing is. Right, let's go and climb down the old ladder here.
The rope by which the
Oh
goat
dear,
was
right.
tethered had become tangled on the
The
old
idea is to-
plowshare.
Press that. So, click on that so the goat charges at you in it gets trapped. No, you can go down there. So, George climbs down the stairs.
As
of
I
the
dipped
hole.
my fingers into the soft white powder,
Oh,
I
this
realized
looks
what it was.
Templar of origin.
Plaster of
Pick up the
Paris.
plaster of Paris.
I'd used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints.
Now,
I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall.
plaster of Paris was
Nothing
actually used as makeup during the 18th century. So I thought I'd tell you that. So what you got to do is you've got to make a cast. So obviously you can use it as a button to get into the said place. So
The
to
statue
do
was
that,
too
you
heavy
need
to
to click
lift.
this, and
It
as you can see,
overbalanced into the
it's
sand.
here on the back of this statue. So knock it over so it lands on the floor, and then what you need to do is go all the way back to the bar, right,
As I swung the stone
and we
upright,
shall make the
I
cast.
noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
So now we need to pick it back up. So now we have a hole. there you go. So, all the way back to the pub. Do you remember when I asked you to get the beer mat? Well, it's going to come in handy now, because it's going to be used as
The slow
a
drip of water
tool
barely
to
dampened the towel.
absorb water.
The
So what you
faucet
do is this. So you get this. See this? Use it with the water. Oh, alright then, turn on the water.
I held.
Then
shut
use
off.
it on the beer towel. No, we're not interested about how you shut off the tap. So the idea now is to head back and make the cast. So off we go. Blimey.
I
Right,
sprinkled the.
let's make this button. So let's put the plaster of Paris in there. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle.
The trickle of water was quickly
Yep,
absorbed
we
by the
understand that,
plaster.
George. We don't need your running commentary. Then we need to sprinkle
I
the
eased
water.
the solid piece
Squash,
of plaster
squash,
from the
squish,
sand.
squash.
Underneath, it had formed a
You have
perfect
got the
copy of
button.
the statue.
Achievement unlocked. Indeed. Now pick it up.
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly
this.
into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud,
Yep. And then what you do?
then silence.
I know. Let's put it on the button. Ooh, creepy door, don't like creepy doors. Cue torch, cue cutscene, cue end of George for a while. Well, until the next chapter. Montfaucon, which is in France. An area of France anyway.